Hi, this is Majinoni, and let's take another look at previews. This is for books that are coming out in October. Now, for the most part, Marvel is going to be really easy. Infinity is coming to near an end, and you also have the Battle of the Atom also going. So those are going to be the two main pushes over there. And you have Cataclysm. Now, something is going to happen, looks like at the end of Hunger, which is going to start this. And you know what's going to happen. This means probably massive death and destruction for the Ultimate Universe. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see something spill over into the main one, but we'll see. Now, for Spider-Man fans, we have Marvel Knights Spider-Man. Now, traditionally, Marvel Knights is more of an adult-themed superhero title, and by adult, it's not like there's nudity or things like that. It's just the tones are a little bit darker and more mature. So that's something to look out for if that's what you're looking for. Now, the odd one starts with the all-new X-Men special, and then we also get the Indestructible Hulk and the Superior Spider-Man team-up. Who is Doc Ock? I mean, Doc is still in Superior, so who is this person right here, and why are they fighting? So this is going to be this could potentially maybe be the beginning of the return of Peter. Who knows? But this is definitely something to keep your eyes out on because, um, you know, I'll word it this way. Normally, I have no faith when you have stories spilling into different titles, but there might be something important that's revealed in this. So at the very least, keep your eyes open for that. Okay, now let's go over to DC. Now, we have all the heroes dead, or the majority of the heroes dead, and evil has taken over, and evil is relative and whatnot. And we have the Forever Evil comic. Now, this is what really makes me wonder what are DC thinking over there. You have Jeff Johns coming out saying, "Hey guys, major spoiler here, and we're going to reveal who's at the shocking plot twist." And I'm like, why do you really need to reveal the shocking plot twist months before this book comes out? I mean, is your sales that low that you need to feel that you need to pump it up a little bit? You need to, try to drum up interest because maybe people aren't paying enough attention to it. I don't know. To me, and I'm only going to reveal this because it's been a few days now, and since it's been online, and this is coming from directly from DC. But the thing is, it's the crime syndicate. They're coming back, and they're the ones who are going to be trying to make the play for, Earth, while some villains are going to side with them, and some villains are going to, you know, uh, basically fight against them. And I'm just like, wouldn't that have been a much better reveal for later rather than just throwing it out there now? I don't get it. I don't understand why they're even doing this. And here's the other thing. Oh, actually, before I even go to my other problem I will say this. Out of the Forever Evil umbrella, Arkham War really does sound appealing to me. Just the thought of all of Batman's villains just battling it out, involved in a huge altercation, sounds really potentially like a great story. And also, you have the Rogues Rebellion, because like I mentioned in my other previous book, usually the Rogues, are one of the few like villains from the DC universe that can actually hold their own and have an interesting storyline because of the way the Rogues interact with each other. Now, going back to this Forever Evil nonsense. Now, all the heroes are dead, right? So how come Flash is fighting Reverse Flash? What is this? The ending of the battle here, and then you have Wonder Woman after the shocking events of issue number 23. What the shocking event that she wasn't killed, even though she's killed in the comic, and then now she's back to finish her storyline conveniently, like somebody hit pause and then fast forward like a couple seconds and then brought her back. And then what about the shocking conclusion to the Psy War? What, the shocking conclusion that Superman's dead, and then the villain won? Or maybe, Lights Out begins because Hal Jordan's dead and somebody turned off the light because nobody's reading it? I don't understand this. How can you, what type of planning do you have where you have a major storyline where all the heroes are dead and you can't even put that whole storyline consistent with the rest of the books? Do you know how much more interesting it would have been to have these characters that are not dead have to deal with the evil that's running around? That to me would have been a lot more interesting than having to deal with somebody who doesn't understand continuity or understand that, hey, there's a major event over here and we're just not going to care about it over here because we have our own agenda. And if you notice, this could wait because this is the beginning. The other ones were ending, the shocking conclusions and whatnot. Tie up your stories earlier or start Forever Evil later. I don't know. All I know is this is what I call piss poor planning, and the fact that you had that 1 month of the points, point 1, point 2, point 3, which are all the villain issues. I mean, that should have been this. I just don't get it. And I'm sure DC will come out and say, well, we didn't want to feel that, we forced you to buy this major event, and if you still wanted to buy your Green Lantern, you could without it being affected. But, on the other hand, it breaks the illusion of all the heroes are dead. That's the thing. We all know that they're not dead, because they're all going to come back, but it's the fact that they break the illusion. Now, Vertigo has some new books coming out, and probably the biggest one that they have is the Sandman Overture with Neil Gaiman. We also have Coffin Hill, which it looks like it's going to be like a curse. There's going to be witches, something that goes back to Salem witches, but then it's like more modern. And we also have the Hinterkind. And basically it's like humans are mostly gone, Mother Nature comes back, and you have to deal with the new creatures that are around. This one doesn't look that interesting to me, but Coffin Hill does, and I don't know if I'm going to get Sandman. I mean, I love Sandman, but to me it seems like the story's done, so why go back to it? Okay, then there's Velvet from Image. Now, if you're an Ed Brubaker fan, right here. This is going to be your spy story, so if you really enjoyed the Winter Soldier storyline from Captain America, this is going to be probably something you might want to look into. And finally, Vinland Saga. Now, I'm sure you're going, geez, Majanoni, why would I want to read a manga for? I'll tell you why. This book is about Vikings, and there is hella violence. And I mean unbelievable amounts of death and carnage. Basically, it's a story of a young kid and his father gets murdered or, killed in front of him. He gets wrapped up into this battle between, Vikings, and he basically is on a quest for vengeance. And what's a little bit different about this quest for vengeance is the person who's responsible for his father getting killed is right there. He's basically traveling with him, and the guy's like, well, if you can kill me, you can kill me, but if not, I'm dragging you with me, and you're going to do my bidding. And he's thrown into war after war, and there's unbelievable amounts of bloodshed. Now, where the story is currently, there is a serious lack of bloodshed, which is very disappointing for me, but I'm hoping that somewhere along the way it's going to pick it up again and become an amazing series again. But this was actually a really, really good read. Anyways, if you have any comments, let me know. Let me know what you're interested in for this month that I didn't cover, how many people are going to be picking up all of the Forever Evil books, and I guess I'll have more reviews and stuff like that later. So don't forget to like the Facebook link. I do the anime reviews for Crunchyroll, and I'll have more reviews later. So until next time.